Welcome to another episode of WeJane. As you can tell, we are one person shy today. My name is Beth Tancredi, and today we have with us Kristen Lanfrank and Max Lanfrank.
Hi.
Founders. Maxwell is actually the founder of Maxwell's skincare products.
Personal care.
Yeah. So, thanks for joining us. I should add that Max is 11 years old, so this is an 11-year-old entrepreneur, folks. So Max, first tell us about how you started this.
Well, I'm a really big germaphobe, so it all started with this hand sanitizer, a spray. And now the hand sanitizer became this, a gel. And another reason I started the company is because my little sister would eat the lip balm Santa gave me, and they had petroleum, which is from gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
So then I wanted to create an all-natural organic one that she could eat, and it's not bad for her.
That's fantastic. And we'll put some of these pictures up for you guys to see. Now, you also do something pretty amazing, which is the MomaxGivesBack program. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Behind the Blue?
Behind the Blue, yes.
Behind the Blue is a line that I created for police of hand sanitizer and lip balm. When I see them working or I visit their station, I give them a Momax Behind the Blue hand sanitizer or lip balm, and I'll give them one of my cards. I'm also going to start going into schools, and I've already done one school, and I'm going to ask kids to take the challenge, to take a card and a sanitizer or lip balm and find a police in 2 weeks and give it to them and just say thank you for what you do. Also take a selfie with the officer and either send it to us or just put it up on Instagram and tag Momax PTB Challenge.
That's pretty awesome. So you're kind of using social media and everything to get the word out.
And what do you do with anything that you sell from this line?
If I sell anything from Behind the Blue line, I give 50% of the profits to an organization called COPS, Concerns of Police Survivors.
And what do?
They give services to families of fallen law enforcement.
That's fantastic. And so you travel all over the country too, promoting this program?
Not yet, but we're going to start a few days. We're going to Chicago to see COPS organization.
And do you want to just tell us why is it that you are supporting the cops in this? This is an issue that's near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, I'm supporting them because there's so much negativity and people don't like cops, and I don't get why they don't like cops. They just protect us every day and put their lives on the line.
And why is it so personal to you?
It's so personal to me because my dad is in law enforcement for like 23 years, around there. So it's just really important to me.
Great. And what do you think is the most challenging thing that you've faced as a kid entrepreneur? Because this has got to be tough, right?
Mm-hmm. It's finding time to make all my products, and I always have new ideas, and I don't have time to put those into action because like school and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And how do you kind of get those ideas going once you have them?
Research, a lot of research.
Yeah?
You love making stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Does a lot of mixing in the basement.
So, Kristen, now let's talk to you for a bit, because one of the things that has to be absolutely challenging for you is being a mom. You're also an art teacher, and you're also supporting a very ambitious child. So tell me a little bit about what you go through on a day-to-day basis.
Kind of the same as what he's saying, like time management, just trying to find the time to fit it all in. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a teacher full-time. I'm a wife. And we have this business, and him and I work on everything together, and just finding the time in the day to be able to talk to businesses, contact law enforcement, help him with all his ideas, kind of feed the creativity. That's my biggest challenge right now.
Sure. And explain to me, how do you go about, because when you're developing a product, there's got to be so much that goes into it. It's not just mixing it up in the basement, it's the what's after that part.
Yeah, and it's the testing, so he always has to find people that want to test it, whether it be humans or even like his dogs. He's always testing on his dogs. It's the testing, and then it's reaching out to all local organizations and trying to get support. Are you showing Pup Fresh? Oh, that's his dog. That's his dog line. That's one of his new ones.
This is the one that I tested on the dog. It's animal safe, and it makes them smell good and feel clean.
Well, that's great.
And it's finding people to help us too, getting the right connections, and his mission is strong, and he wants to inspire kids, he wants to give back, he wants to make products that are safe for everybody, things that are affordable, and he wants to support local. So
And you actually, from what I've seen, just kind of being around the local Jersey Shore area, at the very least, I've seen your products in a lot of places. And you also do a number of like pop-up events and stuff like that.
Local is so important to us. We love local. We always want to be part of, no matter what happens with the company, whether he gets into some larger stores, we're always going to support local.
That's fantastic. And what do you think is the most exciting thing right now about the product line that you have going on, Max?
We got some exciting things going on.
Like going to Chicago.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about that?
So in a few days, we're visiting Cops Organization and going to their convention in a few days.
What are you going to have set up?
I'm going to have my own table set up.
You're going to be able to talk to people, and we're going to network with a lot of people. We're going to see a lot of families of fallen law enforcement. And we're just going to kind of get the message out. The goal is to get his Behind the Blue. We want it to be a viral sensation. We want this to kind of turn into something that kids want to do. They want to go up. They want to talk to law enforcement. The law enforcement's really excited about it too.
That's great.
So we're trying to get this thing where we're all working together. We all have a great message. It's giving back. It's being kind. And it's, being inspired. If kids have an idea, they should go with it.
Oh, I agree. And I think sometimes, and that was one of the things I wanted to ask you was, sometimes our kids come up with these ideas of things they want to do, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, good luck. So what are some of the biggest challenges in trying to forge that path, and get things going down the right way, as both, as a mother and also Max for you?
So I find as a mom, like if they have the idea, listen, right now, social media, the computers, the video games, it's kind of taking over their lives, right? So like if they have an idea and they want to go with something, it's our job to do what we can do to help them to foster the idea. So, whether it be you as a mom, you go and you get them some things like he loves essential oils. So that's how we started this whole thing, mixing things, coming up with different ideas. Whether it's, getting them those things so they can experiment, talking to as many people as possible. I know myself, I reach out via social media to all different kinds of parents, organizations, things that have, other kids that are doing similar things, whether it be supporting law enforcement or making things, and kind of making connections for them, and then getting them to, be involved in things like we talked about pop-ups, like getting them to be able to go places, finding those people that want to support their idea, and going with it.
And finding the right fit, of course, too, because, my own experience has been sometimes things work for you, and sometimes they just don't.
Yeah.
And I think, as you move along, you can figure out what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. And what's next for you?
We got some exciting stuff going on.
And we got Chicago coming up.
Yeah, and we are working with some other companies right now that are going to help us to grow bigger. So we're kind of working on that right now. Can't really talk too much about it.
That's
it's
fine.
It's in the legal phases right now, but we're hoping to get into some bigger things. And then you and I have talked about the fact that Max and I are trying to write a book. Right now?
Yes. So, and actually from several different angles.
Yeah, we want to write a book about being a parent of an entrepreneur, a kid entrepreneur, about a kid who, wants to create things. He wants to inspire other kids to go out and do things, right? You just want them to go out and do it.
And I think that's awesome because a lot of people, not even kids your age, a lot of people don't have the courage to do stuff like that. And I love that you've kind of taken charge and you've you run with it.
It's a lot of work, but I think the end result is something that's going to be worthwhile.
That's fantastic. And so where can we find you on social media, online?
Instagram,
how can we reach you and how can we buy your products?
Instagram, Facebook.
What's your name
our
on
website?
No, Momax Give Back. Yeah,
Yeah.
Momax Gives Back is his handle on Facebook and Instagram. Max posts videos and pictures almost every single day. And then what's your website?
Our website is www.momaxgivesback.com.
And that you can buy his products there and in a lot of local stores. And on our website, you can see our retailers that are supporting us as well as our Behind the Blue supporters as well.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
And we wish you the best of luck and certainly, anything WeJane can do to help support you and to support your mission. I know we have a number of people, my own family included, who have family in law enforcement, so we certainly appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Awesome. And we love WeJane TV. It's such a
That's
cool idea.
great.
So thank you.
Great. Well, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.